Welcome to online lecture series in organic chemistry, and we are discussing introduction to bioinorganic chemistry. In this video we are going to discuss the role of iron in biological systems. Now here iron, it is the most important transition element having a vital role in the living system. Now an adult human contain 4 to 5 gram iron in the body. That is about 75% of this, it is present in erythrocytes of blood as a constituent of hemoglobin, whereas 20% it is stored as a non-hem iron, that is in the form of ferritin and hemosiderin. 3 to 4% of iron, it is present in myoglobin of muscles, and rest is in other hemoproteins. An adult man requires about 10 milligram of iron per day. Now our body obtain iron from pulses, leafy vegetables, wheat, oatmeals, spinach, carrots, bananas, cheese, tomatoes, potatoes, apples, orange, milk, even from meat or fish, egg yolk, we are getting iron. Now again, important thing is the ferric ion, these are released from food in the acid medium, that is in gastric juice. So in our stomach initially there is a ferric ions Fe3+. Now ascorbic acid converts these ferric ions to ferrous ions Fe2+, and iron in the form of ferrous iron or oxidation state 2, it is absorbed by upper duodenum in small intestine and also in the stomach. Iron, it is stored as a ferritin in liver, bone marrow. It is also stored in the spleen. Now what are the functions of iron? Now iron containing proteins participate in two ways, that is in electron transfer mechanism and oxygen transport mechanism. So about the role of iron in electron transfer, iron forms an integral part of all the cytochromes and certain other enzymes such as catalase, peroxidase. Now cytochromes catalyze biological oxidation and provide energy, and in this actually oxidation mechanism, biological oxidation mechanism, there is an electron transfer. So iron plays important role in electron transfer mechanism. Now another most important function of iron is oxygen transport, that we know. So hemoglobin transport oxygen from the lungs to other parts of body, that we know very well. So other important function, that is the oxygen transport. Now oxygen is an essential constituent of hemoglobin. This iron, iron, it is an essential constituent of an hemoglobin. You know, at the center of hemoglobin there is a iron, and hemoglobin molecule, it is formed by the porphyrin rings. So iron is the essential constituent of hemoglobin, and hemoglobin is red. It is due to the iron, presence of iron. Hemoglobin is the red portion of the erythrocytes, which contain about 0.35% iron. It contains 0.35% iron, and there is about 50 milligram iron per 100 ml of blood, and it is a conjugated protein. Hemoglobin, it is a conjugated protein with a molecular weight equal to 64,500 and consists of heme groups, that is iron, porphyrin and globin. Now each hemoglobin molecule has 4 heme groups. Each hemoglobin molecule has 4 heme groups bound to globin through a coordinated histidine nitrogen atoms, and this is the structure of the hemoglobin. Not entire molecule, but this is the structure of heme group actually. And as I said, in hemoglobin or in heme molecule, 4 heme groups are come together and they form a hemoglobin molecule. Okay, so here hemoglobin plays 2 important functions. One is transport of oxygen from lungs to muscles, and other is transport of carbon dioxide from other parts of body to lungs. So these are the 2 important functions. Especially hemoglobin and myoglobin, both are involved in this. So here hemoglobin binds oxygen molecule to its iron atom and transport oxygen from the lungs to the muscle, where they are delivered to another heme protein, that is the myoglobin. Myoglobins store oxygen till it is required for metabolic action. Again, both hemoglobin and myoglobin are involved in the transport and storage of oxygen in biological systems, and especially the hemoglobin uses certain amino groups to bind carbon dioxide and carries this carbon dioxide back to the lungs. So in this way, as I said, both hemoglobin and myoglobin plays important role in the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now, what is the probable mechanism for oxygen transport by hemoglobin? Now here the iron to heme complex, that is hemoglobin, it is a octahedral complex. This complex is octahedral. Iron 2, it is at the center, and these are the nitrogen atoms from the heme groups, and this is the plane of heme group, and two water molecules are there. One is above the plane, other is below the plane. So iron second heme complex, it is an octahedral. Now in the free state in this complex, 2 positions above and below the plane of porphyrin, these positions are occupied by water molecules. Now the magnetic moment of heme complex suggests that iron has 4 unpaired electrons, and therefore the configuration of this iron must be D6, and this iron must be in +2 state. Now the complex, this octahedral complex, it is sensitive to sensitive for oxygen, and it readily forms labile intermediate as soon as it comes in contact with oxygen. It forms the labile complex with oxygen. One of the water molecule, it is replaced by oxygen, and there is a formation of oxyheme. And this oxyheme, it is further converted into hematine. Now in this process, or in this conversion, iron second, it is converted into iron 3. So there is oxidation of iron from +2 to +3. Now hemoglobin on oxygenation releases proton, which reacts with bicarbonate dissolved in blood, and there is a formation of carbonic acid, which on decomposition gives carbon dioxide. So this proton, which is removed or released by the oxygenation of hemoglobin, it combines with bicarbonate ion present in the blood, and there is a formation of the carbonic acid H2CO3, and after decomposition of carbonic acid, there is a release, or there is a formation of CO2 and H2O. Now this carbon dioxide, it is transported towards the lungs, and okay, so the reaction occur in the lungs, and in lungs actually oxygen is absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. Now at the end, what are the elements and diseases caused due to deficiency or excess of iron? Now iron deficiency anemia is the most prevalent nutritional disorder, and it is caused because of the chronic blood loss and anemia. This iron deficiency anemia, it is characterized by lower hemoglobin content of blood, retarded growth, loss of appetite, and sluggish metabolic activities. Now another disease caused due to excess of iron in body, it is called as hemosiderosis, which occurs because of repeated blood transfusions over years. Now when iron is deposited in liver, spleen, pancreas and skin, it leads to hemochromatosis, that is the pigmentation of skin, or the pancreas fibrosis, etc. So this is about the role of iron, in short, role of iron in biological systems. In next video we are going to discuss about the role of copper in biological systems.